Gamers and content creators, are you looking for a little pizzazz, a little personality, a little je ne sais quoi in your microphone for your gaming setup? Well, join me as we take a look at the Fifine Ampligame A8 USB condenser microphone. Now the Fifine Ampligame A8 USB... Time out. Before we get started, can we just call this the A8? Are you guys okay with that? Yeah? Okay, cool. We're gonna call it the A8. Time in. Now the A8 comes pretty much assembled out of the box. All you need to do is plug the USB cord into the microphone and then plug it into your PC, Mac, or PS4. But since I don't have a Mac or PS4, I can't show you that. So hope you enjoyed the PC content. And if you did, drop a like on the video. Now besides the RGB, which we'll talk more about here in just a moment, the A8 comes with some features that aren't standard on cheaper USB microphones. Namely, to start off, it has a mute button. So if you tap the mute button on top, red means you're muted, green means the mic is hot or that you're ready to go. And it's really cool having the indicator light so you know just at a glance whether or not you're muted and whether or not your callouts are actually working or if your friends are just ignoring you because you're bad at the games. In addition to the mute button, it also has a monitoring port on it, so you can plug in a pair of headphones with a 3.5mm jack and actually listen to your voice through your headphones. Now, I'm not a big fan of that feature because I hate hearing myself as it is, let alone hearing myself twice through the headphones and everything else, but it's there if you want to use it, and if you don't have to use it. But if you're one of those people that like hearing yourself through the microphone monitoring port, leave a comment down below, let me know how you use it and why it drives me crazy, or why you think it drives me crazy. And the last feature that we'll talk about before we get to the RGB is the actual volume button. So there is a volume button on this so you can control exactly how hot the mic is or isn't at any given time. And for anyone that's done content creation, be it streaming, videos, voiceovers, etc., we know how convenient that could be to not have to go to the software every time to make adjustments. Now, I do wish that the dial was on the front of the microphone because it is kind of in the way with the stand, but it is what it is. I'm glad it has one nonetheless. Now let's talk about the RGB. So the RGB has several different colors to choose from, as well as a color change option. The RGB lights aren't too overwhelming, which is good because you want it to add some personality, but if it's too bright, it'll blow out your camera exposure, either on your DSLR or on your webcam, etc. So I actually think the brightness on the A8 is perfect. So to change the colors on the A8, all you need to do is tap the RGB button on the back of the microphone. And this will go through changing the colors. And then if you needed to turn it off, let's say maybe you're doing a Zoom call or something like that for work or something professional, you can actually just hold the RGB button down and it will turn the RGB off altogether, which maybe you don't want the RGB but you want a really good microphone. Yeah, teach their own. But if you turn RGB off, you do lose FPS.
This statement has not been verified by Fifine, PCMR, or really anyone else.
So now the important question, how does it sound? Well, let's take a listen to the A8 right out of the box. Okay, so this is how the A8 sounds right out of the box. No kind of noise or audio treatments other than just leveling that out for YouTube. But that being said, I've got the microphone down here. It's about foot and a half from my mouth, and the camera's up here, so I'm not talking directly to it. But this is how the A8 would sound just directly out of the box. I do have a ceiling fan going. The air conditioner is currently running because, it's almost 90 degrees here in Georgia, and the computer is going, and so you might hear the fan spinning up because OBS is recording, put a little tax on the PC. But I'll be quiet here so that you can hear how the background noise sounds. But that's just a basic test here inside of OBS, and subscribe to PinkyTech. All right, so you can hear the house sounds pretty well through that microphone, be it the ceiling fans or the PC, air conditioning, stuff like that. So that's what it would sound like just right out of the box. So let's actually apply just a voice filter inside of OBS to reduce the background noise, and you can see what it would sound like if you were gaming or streaming or doing some kind of other content creation. All right, now we've just turned on a simple noise suppression filter from OBS, and once again, still all the same settings, haven't adjusted any of the volumes, anything like that. Ceiling fans are still going, computer's still going, air conditioner still going, all that good stuff. And as you can tell, it's a lot cleaner of a sound, even though the microphone's still a little bit further away from me. And we'll just wait here for just a moment so you can see what it sounds like in the background now with the suppression filter on. And subscribe to PinkyTech. Now, you may be asking yourself at this point, how does this add to your stream if it's sitting on your desk and no one can see it? Well, I will tell you, it's yeah, well, be right back.
So this is how. I recommend getting the boom arm. So it makes a huge difference in the way aesthetically everything looks. Not to mention I can get it much closer to my face, turn the volume down, and really be able to dial in the audio even with the noise suppression turned on like it is now. Now the boom arm was less than $17, and I'll have an Amazon affiliate link to not only the microphone itself, but as well as the boom arm that you can use as well. Now this boom arm was only $17 on Amazon, so it's one of the cheaper ones available, but it is very good quality. I'm not going to do a full review of it, but it does help me get everything off my desk so I've got all the room that I need. You can actually see the microphone in the picture, which is awesome, and actually add some aesthetics to your stream if you're doing a stream. And not to mention, at the end of the day, when I'm done with everything, I can just take and push this right out of the way. And then if you want to, you can always be like, bro, like chicken wings, right? Like boneless chicken wings. Those are just like chicken nuggets, right? Like, bro, whips, you know, or something like that. So I definitely recommend picking this microphone up. Don't forget, like, subscribe, watch some more videos, leave some comments. And as always, guys, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.